Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarots. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked. Tarot reads are naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can. Two different sciences don't belong together much. They cross over, but what can I say? I'm using moons instead. Right, okay, we are fast approaching the summer solstice. It is upon us again, which means it is a tri-monthly read from Simon, where basically it's a quarter read, okay, but I decided I'll call it a tri-monthly read, be different to everyone else out there. And I go from solstice to equinox and so on instead of the monthly period, which is a division of time by our making, not necessarily of the universe's or nature's making. And so, summer solstice, it's basically upon us. I'm for a few hours, maybe 6 hours, in advance of the actual solstice happening in my neck of the woods. For some of you, it's probably already happened over in Australia. For others, you're going to have to wait, well, maybe about 12 to 18 hours. But hey ho, as I'm recording this, it's about 5-6 hours away from me, and we're going to do it. The way we're going to do it is I'm going to pull two runes out of here, which is that one and that one. Okay, put them down like so. And that is going to be the overall energy of the next 3 months. And obviously I'm talking from the 21st of June, when you're watching this, hopefully, up to the 21st of September, I think. October? Yeah, September. 21st of September, I think. Anyway, until the autumn equinox. Okay. We'll get 3 cards out of there, one for each of the months of the read, and then we'll get some clarifiers out of there, and we'll see how it all pans out. So our first rune is Gabo, and our second rune is one I'm going to struggle pronouncing, Vakana. Okay, these are Viking runes, so they are Germanic words, basically ancient Norse and the like. Closest living language to ancient Norse is Icelandic. So if you really want to know how to pronounce them, take a picture of these runes, show them to an Icelandic person, and they will tell you exactly how it's pronounced. Okay, so Gabo is all about contracts and the like, and Bacana is, I'm going to need a refresher on Bacana because it don't come out very often for me, I don't think. Bacana is about birth, new beginnings, family, growth, regeneration, and the like. Okay, let's just see what it says about Gabo as well, while I've now got my book open. Obviously, you can do things off memory, but you tend to forget things. Gabo is all about gifts, generosity, friendships, harmony, talents, and abilities. Now, I'm going to add in another one to this, and that is things coming back. Okay, regressing, I'm actually going to say. On the way home today, I was eager to get home because I wanted to do this read. I'm very limited on time today, so I thought I want to get this read done, get it posted before I have to go and do something this evening. And I was stuck behind an old vintage car. Actually, it's probably a bit older than vintage. It may actually be falling into the category of antique. Okay, basically the difference between vintage and antique is about it becomes antique at 100 years. You're learning a lot out of this, aren't you? My abilities, I know lots of shit which don't really come in handy for anything. So, yeah, I was stuck behind the car and it was doing a top speed of about 40 miles per hour. And I was like, well, yeah, okay, that's fair enough. And when it was climbing hills, it was dropping down to about 30 miles per hour. And I was thinking, oh, well, it is an old car. And then I started to think, but back in the day, like 100 years ago, yeah, that was probably fast. Okay. And then I thought back, well, after cars, you had like, or before cars, you had horse and cart, and before horse and cart, it was just walking. Yeah, okay, bicycles came in between carts and cars, I suppose, and I think that would have given, well, a cart would have given a bicycle a run for its money quite easily, but the bicycle was a personal thing. It was affordable for a person. And the invention of the bicycle and making it so simply easy and affordable was the fact that people found relationships further afield. Okay, before the bicycle was invented, most people found their spouse within a mile of where they lived. After the bicycle, well, the world was their oyster. They could go anywhere their little legs could take them. So that was how my thinking went. I sort of regressed back through transport, basically. And then I suddenly realised, well, there's a reason I'm stuck behind a car doing 40. It's because the universe wants me to talk about the energies of the new moon we had in Gemini, okay, which was a few days ago. And it's all about things coming back to see if you've learnt your lessons, okay? It's like resitting a test. So you can expect things coming back. And I have something else, yes. I have an old employee, not me personally, I never employed him. My boss has hired a temporary employee for us where we are working. Employee, yeah. And he worked for us before. Okay, he's coming back. And he starts tomorrow on the solstice. Can you believe it? Right, okay, anyway, let's crack on with it. So we've got friendship. It is about contracts as well. When people who couldn't write, they used to sign an X on the space to say they agree with the contract. We got Bacana, which I've actually forgotten about. What was Bacana again? Let me just flick through the book again. As I said, don't often get Bacana. There we go. Oh yeah, new beginnings. And I feel not so much new beginnings, but a new try at something which had begun already before. Okay, so let's see what's going on between the 21st of June and the 21st of July. Okay, and have you noticed that the solstices and things all work very well with astrology, which I strip out? So basically, let's see what's going on in the month of Cancerian. Should we call it like that? Okay. It doesn't mean that you are a Cancerian. If you are a Cancerian and this holds any extra weight for you, we have got the Page of Pentacles coming out for our Cancerians. That indicates straight away that is... Okay. It just means it's an easier way of saying the month, because it's not really a month. It's in between months. It's 2 months this is covering, but yeah. So we're going to call it the month of Cancerian. I'm really rabbity today, aren't I? I'm pressed for time, and I've decided I'm going to rabbit all the way through this. So we have got an unsure Queen of Cups. It came out sideways. It flipped in my deck sideways. It don't know if it wants to be upright. It don't know if it wants to be the right way or in reverse. We got the Three of Swords, which is pain. We got the Page of Wands in reverse, which I feel is... I feel that's the indication of the things coming back. Something what happened maybe in your childhood is now coming back, but it's in reverse, which is saying you're older, you're mature, you can handle it. We've got the King of Cups in the upright, the King of Indecision, and we got the the Knight of Cups in reverse. We got a Page of Pentacles, resitting the test. The Page of Pentacles is my learning card. Okay, it's university. It's my scholarship card, if you want, my scholar card. It's all about learning through books and theory, not necessarily practical. And you're resitting the test. Now the test, I'm going to say, with the Queen of Cups being there, the Queen of Cups is very emotional. She tells people how she feels, what she wants, and the like. She isn't shy of showing her emotions and things, but she's on the squiff. Okay, I feel this is possibly a lesson in love you lot are going to be dealing with in the month of Cancerian, the Cancerian months. And it's being open and vulnerable. It could be that, okay, you've had the opportunity before, you had the taste of the cherry, but now it's time for the cherries to be picked and harvested again. Are you just going to taste the cherry this time, or are you going to go full in and pick every cherry off the tree and have a massive cherry pie? It's up to you. Don't ask me. It means something to one of you lot watching. I don't know why I picked cherries. Okay. The Three of Swords is, last time it happened, because it's a case of like renewal, rebirth, regeneration, old contracts which may have been broken, and the like. It was painful. It ended badly. And it's going to leave you feeling a little bit reluctant about trying it again. And now you are mature. Yes, you could put the mature spin on it all. Perhaps you were both just too young. All of you too young. I don't know. The first time round. And now that you've matured, you've learnt your lessons, you've been to university, school, college, whatever it may be for you, and have learnt your stuff, you're now going to put it all to the test with the Page of Wands in reverse. There is an indecision. The other side may not be so wanting to put their experience to the test. They may be a little bit indecisive about it. They may not want to do it. Some of you may not want to do it. Okay, the King of Cups does eventually choose. I am drawn to the fact that the King is looking at his cup and at the Queen of Cups. And if she was upright, she would be looking at the King of Cups. You are, both parties out of this will be looking at each other in the same light, okay? With the Knight of Cups, it's kind of like in reverse. It's kind of saying, yeah, okay, so the future we thought we were going to have early on didn't work, but there is still a future to be had. The shadows of the horse there, one is the horse, okay, with the legs coming off there and the legs coming off there, but the other is a prancing horse or a jumping horse, which suggests that the future you may have envisioned for yourself may not necessarily be the future you are getting. The Seven of Swords is crossing all this, okay. The Seven of Swords to me is talking about a change of tactic. He steered in all those swords from a battle encampment to stop the fight from actually happening. Yeah. So the tactic was originally, we go and have a fight and last man standing wins. He's nicked all the swords. Well, you're not going to be doing much killing, are you? Well, you could still be, but you're doing it with swords. It is a card of theft and like as well, but okay, so let's see what is going on for the 21st of July to the 21st of August. Or for the sake of this video, Libra month. No, Leo month. You may be dealing with a lot of Libras, okay? It doesn't even fall into this read, but okay. Leo month. What's going on for Leo month, universe? There we go, that's the shuffle. All right. The Emperor. Okay. You're taking control of the situation. Okay, for the bulk, oh, I'll put that back on camera so you can see nothing's happening. Right, so for the bulk of you, you will be taking control of the situation. In July and August, you will be expanding out. If you are a business owner, your business could be blooming and blossoming and expanding. If you are not a business owner, perhaps you're getting a pay rise, or perhaps you're leaving the job that you are currently in and moving to newer, greener pastures. With the Eight of Cups, funny enough, that's the King of Cups, if you notice. Yeah. Yeah, if you're watching on a mobile device, you may have to screenshot it, pause it, blow it up. Not blow it up, but expand it out. So we got the Eight of Cups, we got the King of Swords, we got the Queen of Swords, we have got the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and we have got the Chariot. Okay, I feel that yes, you're taking charge of the situation, but you are going to be moving away from stuff as well. You're not going to be putting up with the shit in your life anymore. You're going to turn your back on anything which is causing you a problem and just walk away. It's like, yeah, fine, it's not working, see you later, I'm out of here. Okay, the King and Queen of Wands, yes, they are the life and soul of parties. The problem is they normally end up having an argument after the party as well. They might be driving away in the same car, waving at everyone, but as soon as they turn that first corner and no one can see them, they're at each other's throats, swearing at each other for flirting too much, being a little bit too handsy and the like. They are both after their own passion all the time. If you have noticed, there's two cockerels in here. The cockerel means like an early morning visitor or a late night departure. It could be discussing that you could be going through a little bit of, I don't know, third party activity. Now, this may not necessarily be in a relationship, okay? It could be to do with work. Maybe you're going to have a lot of early mornings. You're working 2 hours away and you have to drive there every day or something like that. It might be anything like that. You will know as this comes around. This is a predictive read. I have to take the general energies into account and all that. But I also feel that there may be a bit of friction between you and your loved one during this month as well. Okay. Moving on to the Three of Pentacles, that is it is literally a refusal to work on things. Yeah, and you might think, oh, how's this bearing with Bacana and Gabo? It's the contract. Yeah, well, sometimes a contract is not worth the bit of paper it's written on. Okay, I can remember my first contract. It had a clause in it that if I leave the company, get fired, anything like that, if I stop working for the company I work for, I'm not allowed to work for a similar company within 5 miles. Yeah, dealing with the same thing. I pointed out to the boss before I signed it that if I get fired from this company or if I leave this company, your contract means nothing to me. So I'm not going to sign it until that bit is taken out. Which he took out. He was quite fair about it. He said, yeah, it's a fair point. And I signed the contract. But the point I'm making is it's a new beginning for you. Okay, perhaps you always used to put up with it and deal with it and get over it, but now it's just literally like you're turning your back on it, walking away, saying, "Not my problem. Get it sorted before I can carry on. I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to work on it." Okay. With the Chariot at the end, you are striving for victories and successes against the odds. The odds would say that if you turn your back on a problem at work and walk away from it saying it's not my problem, and if it's not your problem, you still may run the risk of getting fired. Okay? And so it is against the odds. But on the other hand, it is a victory as well. So even if you do get fired, you would probably get a better job somewhere else. The Ace of Cups is saying that you will be dealing with love as well this month. There will be people coming towards you with love you never realized they had for you, and they will be possibly you going towards other people, wanting to tell them how you feel. Again, taking control of your life in every way, shape and form. Expanding your borders and empires. Obviously, if you live by yourself and you don't have a partner of any description, yeah, it's a little bit of a small world. Yes, you might have a huge social network, but it's a little bit of a small world. Now, if you get someone else, well, your house becomes a bit cramped. You now need to get a bigger house. You're expanding out. Yeah, you maybe have to work the more hours, do those early mornings I was talking about earlier, and the like, or late nights, coming home late at night. Perhaps you get a new job, which means you are, I can put them over there now because I finished with them. Yeah, a new job, which means you're working night shifts, which means it's an early morning arrival and a late night departure. So, Four of Swords, healing, rest and recuperation. So, come the end of August the 21st to September the 21st, then we will have a time to rest and recover and recoup and assess. I'm feeling off this Four of Swords. Assess everything. Assess your bold forward movements and moving away. Some of you moved away very fast. That could represent holidays for some of you. It could represent traveling. As I said, you may have to travel 2 hours for work. It could represent house moves or anything like that. Anything what involves like moving quickly, rapidly away, or temporarily. Yeah, moving away for a few days or a week or something like a holiday and then moving back. Okay, so we had a puke up of the universe on the table here. It's giving me 6 cards, which you can just about squeeze on there if I move that over there. Right, okay. So we got the 2 of Pentacles for the month of Virgo. Okay, we got the Knight of Wands upright. We have got the 9 of Cups in reverse. We got the 5 of Swords in reverse. We have got the Page of Pentacles again. I feel what the Page of Pentacles coming out here right near the end is, and for some of you, you're resitting the test yet again. Okay, it's nothing bad. I took quite a few tests to finally pass my driving test, and as out of all my siblings, I'm the only one who still has their original driver's license. So what does that say? The others passed first time. But hey ho. Yeah, so I also feel it's the new cycle. I've reset the test. I've either passed or I failed. I'm going to have to study up or learn anew. Okay, study up and reset the test, or learn new stuff to pass a new test. With the with the 2 of Pentacles out there, there is this element of juggling. Yes, there may be rest and relaxation, but it's not all pure leisure for you. You may have to go and do the mundane day-to-day things. You might still have to go to work, come back from holiday, go back to work. It's just telling me you're going to have a busy, active month, but it's not going to be testing and taxing for you. The Knight of Wands is saying that you will be chasing your own pleasures. Yeah, if you fancy a round of golf, you would decide not to go into work for the weekend or take a day's holiday and go and have a round of golf. Okay, because we're tying it in with the rest and relaxation. And again, I feel this would be new for you. It's something you wouldn't normally do. The 9 of Cups in reverse. You're going to be emotionally wanting. As I said up here, some of you may be going through breakups. You come the month later, you may be either regretting that decision, or you may be wanting something new to come in. It's an emotional one, and it's for some of you, you will feel like nothing's going your way as well. The 5 of Swords in reverse is telling us that, generally speaking, you're not going to get in your own way, but everything's going to seem like hard work. One thing that 5 of Swords means is self-sabotagement. Okay, you ruining your own plans by doing something stupid. But the other thing is winning at all costs. Okay, it's in reverse, so it's saying it's going to be hard work. You're going to have to put in the work to win, but you're not actually going to sabotage yourself while you're doing it. Then we come to that Page of Pentacles, which I have already talked about. I feel that is just a link to the beginning of the beginning of the solstice. It's a kind of indication that perhaps it's the end of the solstice as well. Here he is up here holding a pentacle. Here he's holding a setting sun. Okay. The universe does like to throw little curveballs at me like that during these monthly and tri-monthly reads I do. Look back at some of my monthly ones. They are great. I used to have a deck of cards and the universe gave me the finger. It really did. I point it out on a few ones. You have to go back maybe a year to find it. I don't use them anymore. I gave them to my son, but that's not the point either. With the 4 of Wands in reverse, it's the minor arcana of the world. Okay, so as I said, for some of you, you'll be resitting the test. and for others you'll be going on to a new test. But it's the minor arcana of the world in reverse. It's saying that you're going to feel not satisfied. Okay, you won't want to be committing to anything because you feel there might be something better to come. It could be just the end of the celebrational season for you, that lots of birthdays and things might just come to an end, and you might have a little bit of a spell where there isn't any birthdays within your personal calendar. I don't know about that. And things like that. It might be just the indication that there will be a drought of celebrations coming up. Yeah, no weddings, no christenings, hopefully no funerals for you to have to go to. But we are sort of dealing at the end of the September month there, going into the winter or autumn equinox, which is kind of saying, yeah, you're going to go through a spell where there's going to be a little bit celebrationary less on your plate, and a lack of commitment. Okay, now it could be a lack of commitment from other people, it could be a lack of commitment from you. Okay, this is dealing with energies around you. I would just like to point out to my Southern Hemisphere viewers, South Africa, Australia and the like, obviously this will be a winter solstice for you, okay, because you're on the other side of the planet. You're going through your winter, or just about to start your winter, as we're just about to start our summer. But it's still the same energies. You're still dealing with the same energies. We just name it a different thing. Okay, the moon in reverse is crossing this. Now, from this deck, the moon is all about the masculine energy, and I kind of agree with that. Maybe it's just for my love of everything Viking, I don't know. But it's a case of the sun nurtures the planet. It makes things grow. It warms things. It stops us from being just a big ice ball in space. Yeah. Now, when you condense that down into a smaller, not so massive ball of fire, basically it gives you a woman. Okay, they nurture things, they provide growth, they provide shelter. Okay, they are quite often the warming person who breaks the ice and thaws the ice out on situations. Where the moon is just a poor reflection of the sun. Okay, just like us men, we are just a poor reflection of the females. We can't carry the children. Yes, we produce the children. If it ain't for us, there would be no spark of life. Everything would be female because we're the ones that supply the Y chromosome to make males. But it's still, when it comes to love and nurturing, we are a poor imitation. Okay, and this is dealing with that. It's saying that you will be a little bit more effeminate this month. You will be a little bit more loving, a little bit more caring than normal. For some of you, it will be saying that you may be wanting to keep secrets, and others, it's the secrets are coming out. When I get the moon in reverse here, I notice the moon's at the bottom of the card. It kind of suggests to me that it's almost off the card. It's setting. The secrets it was hiding are no longer being masked by the half light of the moon, and the sun's going to come out soon and reveal everything. So you might be getting some secrets coming to the surface as well, and finding things out. Maybe how people really think about you, maybe how people really talk about you when you're not there. Yeah, you might have a friend who starts, I don't know, a social group where you go to, and you're not there for a couple of weeks, and everyone else there don't realize that they're your friend, and they're all slagging you off behind your back, and your friend tells you about it. Who knows? But anyway, that is the energies for the next 3 months for you all. Hopefully this will resonate as it goes through, at least all the positive stuff. And remember, all the negative stuff I talked about, well, we all have to go on these journeys. It's the way we grow. Okay, if everything was always good, we wouldn't appreciate it being good, because we wouldn't know what bad was. You have to have some bad to appreciate the good. Okay, if you found this interesting and if you liked this read, feel free to subscribe if you like. If you have already subscribed, then thank you very much. If you have liked this video, again, thank you very much. And if you want to comment at any time throughout the next 3 months or beyond, because it is a timeless read, it's when you see it, is when you need it, again, feel free to comment. I love reading the comments. I do try to get back as quick as I can. Sometimes I will take it out of YouTube and help personally on emails and things. If you want to email me, my emails are on this video description, or my email address is on this video description, and it is also in the main about bit about my page on YouTube. So you can just drop me an email if you want. That's fine as well. And again, I try to get back as quick as I can. Hope you all have a wonderful summer solstice, and I hope you all have a wonderful 3 months. Although I kind of also hope that most of you will be back in a few days to watch some more tarot reading. Thank you very much, and catch you all soon.